Hey fuckers, it's Friday.
Can't spell shattered without shat or turd.
Like a gut punch to the abdomen.
Some of the funniest shit on the web.
I call it a rock Fred.
I like the cut of your jib, gentlemen.
These 5 are the only protection we have.
The best part of the show is the genuine Hasbro love.
Good night, folks.
And of course, Pat's weekly farts.
Breaking news.
It's very outside of the box.
Nailed it.
I love Friday. Bob's Bait and Tackle, now carrying Hasbro.
They truly are your favorite podcast.
Thoughts, prayers, likes, and shares. Shattered. A to B.
Shattered Uncut. Is that you? Shattered Uncut.
When are you going to bring Larry back?
My favorite Star Wars podcast.
Shattered Cast on
Complete fuckers. Podcast is intended for mature audiences only, and its sole purpose is to entertain. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now and
shut the fuck up, Chip.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Shattercast episode 280, and we're gonna get right to the shits tonight because we're trying to get some stuff done and try to get some stuff accomplished, some good conversation. Hopefully, let's see how it goes. We have Matthew Deluxe Baldwin.
Hey there, everybody.
We have Greg for Mercy.
How's it going?
We have Justin T2RX6.
Spoiler alert, I've got a cold.
And Robert is sick, which explains, or Robert is at he's at a super important business meeting. You're sick, which is why I'm in the position that I'm in at the moment. So let's run it back and talk about what we got, if anything. We'll go in reverse. Justin?
So I'm a little disappointed that Robert's not here because I want him to hear my treachery. He'll probably never listen to this. But I got the Mech Fanstoys, all the Dinobots except Sludge, because Sludge is freaking impossible to find.
He would be cranky pants.
That's why I wanted him to be here. I'm so disappointed.
We would lose him for the rest of the night.
I feel like we should call him on speakerphone.
Let's do it.
I'll call him right now.
He probably won't answer.
I'm going to call right now. I got to give it a shot. It's too good.
I mean, why wouldn't you, you know?
Yeah.
He's going to be so disappointed.
Here we go.
What are you doing?
And listeners, we'll wait for Robert here. Let's wait.
Hello?
Cobbler.
I like Cobbler. He won't answer. Come on now. He's eating burnt steak right now.
Hi, this is Rob.
Let's swipe me.
Oh, he did.
Whatever. So anyway, I got those because, you know, I watched Bobby's review on it, and I'm sorry. I'm a gold and silver Dinobot person. And as far as I know, and listeners correct me if I'm wrong, but DX9 didn't do them in gold and silver.
No, they were yellow.
As far as I know, they just went yellow.
Yep, but
cheddar cheese yellow.
I can make Robert feel good because I got them all in hand, all but Sludge. And I was like, these are just way too big for Legends collection. Like, yeah, they're like a good inch or two bigger than the real ones. So I turned around and bought the DX9 ones anyway. So I have a set of all the Dinobots except Sludge for sale. Sludge is very hard to find, and I found a seller who claimed that they had one. I'm like, here it goes. I'm going to buy this, and it's going to be some piece of shitty jewelry shows up in the mail. So I did. I took a chance because it was the only one. And I got a Sludge. It's a KO of, I think it's whoever did the Combiner Dinobots. I'm not sure which company was that. I can't even remember.
Toy World did them and G Creations did them?
Yeah, I'm not sure which one it is. I'd have to look at them, but it's a Combiner Sludge. I'm like, yeah, this is totally not what I ordered. So I got my money back for that, and that'll be going to the local Goodwill, mint in box, because you know that's how I roll. And that's it. So
nice. What about you, Greg?
I got the Iron Factory Voss and Kaon today, and then I got the version 2 head for Transform Element OP Leader.
Nice.
And I put it on. I'm torn. I don't know which one I like better. They both have their pros and cons. So
nice. Matt?
I don't know if I said last week I got the Iron Factory Dark Matter. They're Black Zarok from they're the repaint of Scorponok. I got him. I got in today. I got the 2009 Jason, Ultimate Jason from NECA. And I got the red Tyrant, the red Seeker that comes with the cape and everything, all the add-on stuff and everything. And that's it. That's all I got this week.
Cool. And
What you get, Bubba?
Well, I'm glad you asked. I got the X-Men Marvel Legends wave, the Caliban Build-A-Figure wave, and I got the opportunity to take a look at the Master-Made Caesar with the upgrade set, courtesy of Joel, which is a pretty cool little thing.
Now, are they the same ones that Robert were getting?
Yeah,
okay.
So now they've done the Metroplex, the Scorponok, the Triptychon, the Omega Supreme, and an Overlord, and a Fort Max, I think.
Okay, cool. I think he sold his or something. He's trying to get.
Did he? They're fucking. I mean, like, they're a very niche thing, obviously.
Yeah,
you got to be a special type of fan, but they're probably the most consistent, badass company on the market. You know, like everything they do, they just knock it out of the park. Well, the Metroplex, I think, was the weakest, but aside from that, it's pretty much on the money.
Let me tell you something, Bobby. I was a little disappointed in your review of that because I was expecting when I saw the head, I'm like, oh, it's perfect. I wanted you to be like, Gary.
Get Gary. Yeah. The floor is covered in razor blades.
Because that's what I saw when I looked at it. I was like, oh no, okay, never mind.
So they're doing like the city bots and the bigger bots. Where are they going to go to next, though?
I guess they're gonna try to stick with bigger bots. I mean, they could. I don't know. I have no fucking idea, dude.
Is it gonna be combiners, maybe? I don't know. Didn't they do a Devastator or something?
Did they? They may have. Somebody did. That may have been Toy World. I feel like.
Okay. I remember saying a Devastator.
Yeah, somebody did do it. It may have been them. Who gives a shit? I would like to see them. I would like to see them throw their hat in the ring. I know that's probably asking for too much, but they're kind of reminiscent to me of like Fans Hobby, in terms of like materials and approach.
I agree.
Yeah.
Even like the chunkiness of all their stuff.
Yeah. Fans Hobby is chunky, aren't they?
Yeah. So I would like to see them throw their hat in the ring and put out a release, but I know that's probably asking for a bit too much. They seem like they're very comfortable and confident in their lane.
That was actually TFW, by the way. That did the Hercules, the little one.
TFW?
Yeah.
TFC.
Or TFC, yeah. Whatever.
Okay. Oh,
I was like, man, the message board got together and did something constructive?
Nah. All right, be right back.
So TFC did a big-headed baby, or water baby, Debbie?
Okay. Yeah.
Okay. I remember seeing it. I thought it might have been Mastermind, maybe. Because I think that's the only thing they go to next is Combiner, because that's the biggest thing, next to the City Boss they were doing. So just, I don't know what their, angle is now, where they're going to go with that. Okay.
Wow. So I guess we can kind of get into the news. We have Transform and Roll Out Commander of Stars.
This is an interesting decision to me.
I agree.
Because first off, you're going to a different demographic, which is fine. Don't get me wrong. If you grew up with this and you want a Masterpiece Prime, I think it looks great. But at the same time, I can't help but wonder how this is going to sell.
Yeah.
Just not sure.
I mean, the Cybertron Prime itself is really good. I mean, it's the toy itself. The original toy is really cool. This one looks really skinny to me.
Yeah,
and it's really.
I'm sorry, Matt. Go ahead.
No, go on. No, I'm just saying he looks skinny. I mean, I can see some people liking this stuff. I mean, a lot of it is weird that we're growing up now with people that this is their G1 is the Unicron trilogies. They're up and they're in their almost up to their 20s and everything. So we're gonna hear a lot of people saying they watched Armada as their G1, and you're like, God dang, man, I'm getting old as shit. But it looks fine. It's just he's got the walking boots, the platform shoes, and he's just a little skinny to me. I don't know, it's weird, but we'll see.
I mean, what is this?
It's the Cybertron. It's from the Unicron trilogies.
Okay. I mean, dude, I guess this is always interesting to watch for me to see how this stuff fares. That's where I get my kicks on Route 66, as it were. It's
kind of a weird thing, to start with this is it's pretty cool, But then and then you're thinking otherwise, like, why would you start this way? But nobody's doing this also. So I don't know. And it's a new company. It's just weird that this would be their first choice. But it is a Prime, and Primes always sell. So, it might be a smart, strategy to start with him.
My question is like, when I pull out the Cybertron Optimus, because I do have this, because I saw it back in the day, I'm like, oh, that's kind of cool looking, It's a pretty damn good toy, though. Like, by all accounts, it's still good. If you want one, in my opinion, that's like really good, you get the little hybrid style one, because it's like $50 or $60, and it's, die cast and amazing. Like, it's pretty awesome for what it is. So, like, what is this one offering me that's going to be so drastically better than what's already out there? And how much is that going to cost? Because that's my big concern with this, is like, I don't see this thing being cheap at all. Like, this is, I feel like we're in this age of convoy type characters are going for, like we see them go for like 200, over 200, like how, what do you guys think this is going to be priced at, and what does it need to be priced at to actually be something that anyone really would be interested in?
I could see a 160.
Yeah, I think their Jazz was pretty moderately priced. I think if they stay around 150, they should be able to weasel in. But here's my thing is like, so it's Prime, so it's not like an accurate litmus test. Do you know what I mean?
Right.
But like, if it does do well, and they do another Cybertronian character that's like, and what I mean by that, the Cybertron series or whatever, Unicron trilogy, that's not related to G1 whatsoever.
Yeah. Like hot.
That's what I want to see. Does that pass or fail? Because people talk all that shit, like, oh, I wish somebody would do the Unicron trilogy, and it's like, yeah, do you though? We'll see. And do enough? Like, those are all interesting questions to me.
It's just weird that they went with a Jazz first, and then they jumped to Cybertron with this. It's a big, big jump and everything. It's just weird. Like you said, if they put out a character that's not G1 inspired, how good is it going to be? Like, is there really enough fans out there that love Cybertron that much, to want to get something that's not Optimus Prime or one of the G1 characters? So
yeah,
I don't know, 160. And I'm sorry, but I think the articulation is going to be pretty good, and you could add on the armor and everything, so that's pretty good, everything. And the truck mode, or the fire truck kind of thing.
Yeah, the space fire truck.
Yeah, exactly. So, but yeah, the original toy is really good still. Yeah.
And I also feel like I have concerns with like the fact that it's Transform and Rollout doing this. Like, their Jazz is competent, but like I don't think it's good enough that I feel comfortable dropping $200 on a figure, Yeah.
I like the idea of like them sitting down at like an investors meeting. It's like, guys, everybody here, everybody, quiet.
Bob.
Quiet in the back. Okay. Did you guys get water and everything? We had fruit basket outside. Okay, good. So we're planning on doing a masterpiece scale G1 Jazz, and then some sort of Unicronian trilogy fucking Flying Prime. Who's in? Send the collector. Hey, send the collection plate around. Send the collection plate clockwise. Send it around clockwise. It just seems like such an odd move, but more power to them.
Yeah,
I mean, that G1,
pretty weird.
that G1 well is trash.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, we're getting to the point where Beast Wars was G1 for people, and now you got the Unicron trilogies are G1, so they're gonna want to see what they grew up on, like we wanted to see G1 stuff. So
I think the smart move would be for some of these companies to get in on that season 2 Beast Wars. Like, I would imagine that
Transmetals and stuff.
No. Like the second, because they had 2 seasons, right? Beast Wars.
They had 3.
Okay, 3. So I would get in on like Silverbolt and like some of those characters, like Ravage.
Fusers and stuff.
Because I think Takara is going to do Waspinator, Rat Trap, Rhinox. Like, they're going to do the big characters first. I get that feeling anyway. So like I think it would be lucrative for a company to kind of sneak in the back door and get ahead of that wave. so to
Well,
speak.
Iron Factories are, starting with the the Red Dragon. They're starting with the Legends. I mean, it is Legends class, but
That's
yeah,
true.
you're saying,
That's true. Well, and then Perfect Effect has been fucking around in that atmosphere somewhere.
Yeah, Toy World's got the Transmetal Megatron coming out, the Legends and stuff. So Toy World's all over the place now, man. They're going Legends. They're doing movie stuff. I think they're still trying to do combiners. And Toy World, I mean, they need to stay with the Prime. I mean, the Bumblebee. The first 10 minutes, they need to do all those because they got Ravage coming and they got Prime coming, which looks beautiful. And I think, man, if they did a Soundwave and they did the Tetra Jets, man, I think Toy World could make a big stand in the third-party world again if they start doing that stuff.
Yeah. All right, let's move on.
Well, hold on one second. One thing I wanted to say is one thing.
Hey, you want to host this fucking thing or what? You know what I mean?
I would rather not. But one thing about the Prime that I'm kind of worried about too, looking at these pictures, is not one back picture.
Yeah.
Like I feel like the back is a mess, and they know it. So that's all. We can move on.
But I gotta be honest. Like, it's gotta be really fucked up for me to notice. Like. I'm trying to think, like, what? That's a good question, discussion-wise. What backpacks on your figures do you notice?
Motormaster from FansToys.
Do you really?
Piece of shit. No, I'm just kidding.
I don't notice those at all.
What do you mean notice? Like, I mean,
like they're on your shelf. You know what I mean? And you walk. Well, I mean, Matt, I guess it's kind of like it's unfair to you because it's just like everything just kind of blends in. But like I.
That's fine.
Like Toro is like the only one that I really notice offhand.
And it's not really that bad.
It's fucked up. His is fucked up.
I mean, they did what they could do, man.
Did they though?
What else could they do? Tell me, what else could they have done?
I feel like like Motormaster has a whole fucking trailer on his back, and it's more condensed.
Yeah, that's true. Maybe. Yeah. I like Toro. It's fine.
No, I think he's fine also, but I do notice his backpack. But my point is not so much to pick on Toro. My point is that, we can like kind of objectively speak like this backpack looks fucked up or whatever, but at the end of the day, how much does it matter? Like Toro sticks out to me. Trax, I always notice Trax, but that I might be bringing that luggage to the table. I don't really know if there's too many others.
Yeah, I can't think of anything right now off the top of my head. Like that, yeah, I don't see anything that just bothers me. I mean, with the backpack,
like in pictures and stuff, Sunsurge backpack bothered me. I mean, Sunstreaker's backpack bothered me, but like I haven't noticed it at all on my shelf. Like, it looks perfect.
Yeah, I would say most of my figures, I actually don't notice the backpacks either. To be honest with you, like I don't really care because like I understand when you have joints and stuff that moves, like there has to be some kind of compromise,
Right.
Like something has to go somewhere, some swivel has to come around somewhere. So what do you do? Like yeah. So
the new Bumblebee might be a problem if you get that.
Oh god, well I'm not getting that.
You should.
Big Firebird toys. Nice.
This is fucking weird.
Dude, look, I think this looks great.
It does, man. She looks hot.
I just feel like if your focus is on her breasts, then maybe you should reevaluate your arsenal.
I wonder if they jiggle. You think they jiggle?
Maybe the focus isn't on her breasts. Maybe that's what you're focusing in on.
Yeah, Justin.
Pretty sure that's one picture right there.
Justin, her eyes are up there.
Oh,
her eyes are up there.
Stop being a perv, man.
Yeah, I think this thing is fucking cool. It's
I
not
love
for me.
Pink. I love that pink.
But I think it looks fucking cool.
I think the prototypes look decent. I don't like the I guess it's the back of the car or the front of the car hip skirts is a little weird.
Yeah, they're a bit much. They're a bit much.
I like the car mode. It don't look, I mean the front looks alright, but.
I almost wish it didn't transform. Do you know what I mean? Like, I feel like they would have been able to make us like. I feel like this figure is all about looking sleek and sexy. Do you know what I mean? Like, and I feel like if they didn't go that route, they would have been able to pull off a better looking figure. Because that thing, that hoodie that she's got hanging off the top of her head, that's, and then there's like another bit of business halfway down her back that's poking out. That shit is trash.
There's more than that poking out. You know what I mean?
Hey.
Why do they? Okay, they emphasize the tits in one of the pictures. Come on now. I mean, whatever. But it looks beautiful. I'm not gonna lie. I love that pink. That hot pink looks really nice. And in person, I'm sure it's gonna be metallic or something. And the chrome wheels are pink also. That's pretty cool. It looks beautiful. I mean, I would get it. I mean, I wonder how much it's going to be, but I mean, I wouldn't mind getting this. Would be a good RC to be, maybe a IDW kind of thing RC.
I mean, I think it's a standalone. You know what I mean? Like I don't think this is for your shelf. This is for like, I love fucking RC, and I want to just have like another representation of RC and another representation, and you get a RC, you get a RC.
Do you think it could go with a DX9 carry?
Mm-mm.
I don't know, man. I think I could put him with DX9 carry. He'd be all right.
No, I do not.
Because Carrie doesn't go with anything, but he's a awesome transformer. Is anybody gonna get this? Really? Is anybody? Greg, are you gonna get this?
No.
What do you think of it?
I think it's fine for what it is. It's not for me. I see the aesthetic they were going for with like, how you see like the girls in the Japanese fighting games, and they always have like the little things hanging from their waist blowing in the wind and whatnot. But yeah, it's not for me.
How tall is she? 190 millimeters? I wonder how tall is that?
13 feet.
Awesome, man. I could put it in the corner.
It's 190 millimeters.
Yeah, you don't put baby in the corner.
7.48, so about 7.5 inches.
Oh, okay. I see her be around about 120 probably.
Yeah. Once again, I wish she didn't transform. I feel like if she didn't transform, they could probably get that price down to like $60, $70 maybe.
Nice.
And have a better looking thing.
Yeah, I think it looks nice, and a lot of perverts gonna get it and put it in some stupid positions and. But would you? Stuff,
now, I heard you say it looks nice, but do you think it looks nice?
I think so, man. I think if you put it in your collection, it could be a focal point. Like you said, it's a standalone kind of figure. I think I could put it with my DX9 carry, but I think people would draw to it. If people walk in, like they would see the boobs. They'd be like boobs. That's all they would do. But
I feel like they named it wrong. It should have had more eyes. It should have been like nice.
It reminds me of the South Park shit.
South Park, yeah, with the kid, the teacher, like nice.
A teacher assaulted my brother, sexually assaulted my brother. Oh my God, was she ugly? Well, no. Oh, she's super fat. Well, no. She's actually pretty attractive. Nice.
No, that's what everybody. If she had been fat and ugly, everybody would be like, "Oh my God, now she's hot." You're like, nice. So
I do think it's supposed to be pronounced Nicee, like RC.
Right.
There was like one or two more E's in there, but
they should call it Icy or something.
I love Icy's, Matt.
Yeah, I haven't had one in a while.
You know what the
7-Eleven. We don't have those.
Slushies, Icy's, whatever.
Remember the dog? Remember the slushy puppies? Slush puppies?
Yeah. Hell yeah.
I used to get those every time after baseball practice and baseball games.
You know what Kit pointed out to me a few years ago that I can't believe I hadn't noticed? You never see them in Sprite. And that seems like you never see them in Sprite flavor.
Oh.
What are we talking about?
Slushies or ices or doggies or whatever.
They're called slush puppies.
Slush puppies.
Yeah.
Yeah. I love slush puppies. Man, come on now. All right,
let's move on. We have
fuck
Maas
my stories, man.
Flat Stack. So, look, I think that this I think that this needs addressing.
Oh yeah.
So here's a couple questions I have. I'm going to check right now. This is the pile of stacks. This is not the fucking figure. Okay, so this is the cheap. This is the cheap shit. So let me look on Maas Toys Facebook because I want to do some investigating. Because I've been talking about this a fair bit. So they haven't posted anything about it recently. So here's my thing. If I think it's important to track down whether or not Maas Toys is putting this out. If Maas Toys is putting this out and you want it, I suggest you buy it. Because that might help generate the capital to get people their fucking money back. But I'm getting the impression that Maas Toys isn't even putting this shit out.
Actually, before you get too into the rabbit hole, I just sent you their January update where they address the release of this. I didn't even realize it. I didn't make it that far before I gave up reading their bullshit. It's after the timeline section. It's flat stack.
All right, let me see. Flat stack. Let's look at something new and possibly fun. We wanted to do something quick and simple and a little fun. Blah, blah. After seeing why, we decided to release a limited edition 500-piece stature, which I guess they mean statue, which we will call flat stack. Unfortunately, the Cybertech stack has also been needed to move production. It was a little further. The flat stack is a resin statue of stack. Yeah, get all that. Yeah, I mean, I hear them saying it, but why aren't they promoting it?
So who do you think's putting it out then?
Well, so here's my thing is that if the company, I mean, they're obviously that their beef is with Make Toys, right? So if Make Toys has rights to all this shit, and I would imagine that they both feel like they got fucked because that's how shit is. Like Spence probably feels like they fucked me. Make Toys probably feels like they fucked me. They both probably feel like fuck each other. So if Make Toys has this mold and is like, well, fuck it, let's just put this fucking thing out. But we lost money on this shit. Let's put this shit out and get some money back.
Right.
You know, or if Maas Toys is putting out, but I'm just curious why Maas isn't. Why didn't Maas Toys break this? And if it was a leak, why wouldn't they promote it now when there's a little bit of fire behind it?
Well, could it be because they got so much negativity right now, exposure because of the Tetra jets? They're like,
sure, but why not? I mean, obviously you're not going to be able to keep it a secret. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So like you put it out, you put out a post with it that says, look, we know people are upset, we know people have lost money, we're working on getting it back. We're able to get this out. We're going to use this to get, like there's a PR way to spin that shit.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, I can see that.
But the fact that they're not saying anything, I'm like, I don't even know if this is them. And I don't know that this is not them either. I honestly, legitimately don't know. I'm just saying I think it's weird that, like, I looked at their Facebook, I looked at their Twitter, I looked at their Instagram, and I don't know how to navigate Weibo. But the rest of that shit, like, it's not a peep. Not a peep.
I don't know. Some factory worker, disgruntled factory worker, just released this or something. I don't know.
Well, I don't think it would be the factory worker. I think it's either Maas Toys putting it out straight up, and hopefully they're using that money to either pay the people back or put out the fucking secret mold that they owe the people.
Yeah, good luck with that.
The people.
Or it's not Maas Toys putting this out at all. Or they're just being super grimy and just saying like, "Yep, we're able to get this out, and we're going to use this to do whatever, make kites. We're going into the kite business,
stack.
which would be trash." But like, I just don't know. It seems very strange to me.
That's a good point. I thought it was just them putting it out. I didn't even think about somebody else. Just like you said, Make Toys saying, "Fuck it, we're going to put this out anyways."
And like I said, I don't know that to be true whatsoever. Right. I just think it's weird that Maas Toys isn't promoting it at all. Like, they've been very big on their promotions. Like, they've had a rollout planned for everything they've done.
Mm-hmm.
So like, and here's the thing, right? Like, I mean, just to, and like I said, I don't know any of this to be true, but like if I'm trying to fuck their reputation, I mean, you just put it out like they're just putting it out. You know, like if like that's not a good look, right?
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like either way they need to address it.
Yeah.
Because people.
Yeah, they should say something about it.
When I talked to Spencer, I mean, that was like one of the first questions I asked him was like, "What's up with these people and their money?" And he was like, "Their money will be protected." That was the first fucking thing he said. You know, like.
Man, I don't plan to see that money at all again. But whatever. And I think Cody was supposed to do this one, the thing, but I don't think they even used it.
Not this one. No, you were supposed to do the figure.
Oh, okay, gotcha.
Because here's the thing, also, is that like if I mean, I don't know, man. If this is them just pocketing more money, like they need to come out. They need to address this.
Mm-hmm.
I really do feel that way. Like they need to make a statement.
Oh yeah. If they're just trying to pocket money, then that's really fucked up.
If they don't make a statement, it makes it more like they're trying to pocket money.
Agreed. Here's another thing: is that like if you, here's my advice to everyone, and it's just my advice. You can tell me to go fuck myself or go fly a kite. That's fine. I'll go fly my new FansToys kite.
Yep.
If I wouldn't crowd fund shit that wasn't through some third party reputable crowdfunding source. So like if MMC did a Kickstarter or something like that, or not, or Maas Toys did a Kickstarter. I don't mean to throw MMC out, just I know they've been doing crowdfunding stuff recently. But like if somebody did a Kickstarter, cool. You know that your money's protected through Kickstarter. Like don't fuck around with this fucking random ass crap. Just don't.
just side note, it's not protected through Kickstarter either. They have things that make you seem like they are, but like, yeah, they have very limited capabilities of getting your money back. So back there with caution too.
Yeah, I was talking with some people on my channel and everything, and I asked, do you think the future of crowdfunding and Kickstarting is going to be, it's going to go away? Because, with Make Toys sent out an email about their Sunstorm, it's getting delayed again. I mean, it's going to come out because they've already shown pictures of it coming out, but they're delaying it again. Now with this Maas Toys and everything, do you think that it's going to be hard for companies to do those? And MMC, failing with their Overlord, and everything. So do you think it's going to hurt people trying to do it?
MMC failed with their Fort Max, right?
Was it Fort Max? I'm sorry, not Overlord. I apologize. Fort Max. But yeah, I mean, do you see a future for Kickstarters and all this stuff, for Transformers anymore?
I don't know. I don't know. Because people are dumb, man. And I don't mean that the people that supported this are dumb. I feel like this is the moment that I feel like everybody's innocence should be lost. Like if the community doesn't learn from this, then I mean, good luck.
Yeah. Oh, I'll learn. I won't back anything up unless it's a reputable company,
Even then, I'd still be scared because third party, even your quote unquote reputable companies, I'm sure are still in a position that if shit hits the fan, I mean, they're gone. Make Toys will ghost and turn into Quantum X Toys to because they don't want that legal headache. So
that's true.
Yeah.
All right. Enough bad news, or potentially bad news. I guess if you want fucking pipes, it's great news. Just crush pipes.
Crush pipes.
What is that for? Yeah. That goes under the MMC Overlord or something like that. I forget what it's for.
Yeah. Who was it that stepped on him?
It was Overlord. It's Overlord.
Was it Overlord? So here's another thing. I wouldn't. If you want this, get it. It's your money. You spend it how you see fit. If you're on the edge because of the controversy, if it says that this is behind them, I would say take a gamble on this because this might help get your other thing made. I know that sounds fucked up, but that's just business. But I wouldn't buy this just to support the other thing, because that's not how business works. All right. Let's see what we have next. God damn. IronTrans Star Saber. This was pretty interesting.
Ma'am.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
This one's a big boy. Star Saber.
Yeah.
Can this fuck
good.
the... It does, but how much is this? 200?
Yeah, I think so.
180. So like if I don't know. This is one of those things. It's like, do you spend, if you're gonna spend 180 on this,
then you're gonna spend another 180 when the Victory Leo comes out.
Well, no, wait. This transforms though, huh?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Never mind. I thought this was a non-transforming thing for whatever reason. This looks pretty awesome then in that regard.
Yeah. No, it looks really good. But I know for a fact that, like, I'm not a huge enough Star Saber fan that, for me personally, I feel like this is a purchase I need to make. Because, like, I know if I get this, then I have to have the Victory Leo to go with it when it eventually comes out. You know?
I'll be honest with you. I'm not sure if I want the one I got.
Exactly. Like, I have it on the shelf. Like, it's fine. Like, I have no real passion for the character. Like, I of the G1 shows, it's like my second least favorite, you know? So
you said it looked like a fucking robot wearing a clown suit, and now I can't unsee it.
It's funny.
But, you know, if you own the Masterpiece one, you know, you're not probably going to get a Victory Leo with that one. You know, you're not going to get the...
I have the KFC one.
Well, yeah, you have the KFC one, but...
So I already have one then. So I'm throwing away two characters I already have for a character that looks better, definitely, but like I don't know.
It's bigger too.
I don't know if he looks like, you know, I need to spend $200 better. So.
Yeah, exactly. It looks infinitely better than the MP, but who gives a shit? It's who gives a shit about the MP?
Yeah.
But it's bigger though.
By like an inch, 2 inches.
Look at the proportions on the arms.
You're all about proportions, man. I don't ever see that shit, man. I just, you know, you're proportion whore.
Some shit with some really bad proportions.
I mean, it just doesn't bother me. I mean, you know, a lot of people, you know, Bobby's a proportion whore. You know, it's all about proportions.
I'm just giving it up for proportions.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, like ever since he said that clown suit, and then I see that blue trim. It's the blue trim around the fucking blouse forearms.
He looks like he needs a red nose. But yeah, I mean, I don't know what I want to say, but you know, this is a new company. You know, I'm sure that it will do fine. You know,
I mean, it looks great.
Yeah, looks good.
But like I said, do you need another Star Saber? You know, the other one's just fine. It'll do, and you know, just move on.
Yeah, I mean, because that Star Saber, it's on my chopping block. You know, like, I just don't know if I need that.
Yeah. Mine sits around because, like, it's an MP thing. It's still technically G1, but, like, I have no real love for it in the end.
All right. Let's see. We got Fanstoys Goose.
Goose?
I
love that they're doing top
side note, Air Raid is my favorite name for the aerial bot characters.
Air Raid?
Yeah, like it's so apt for a fighter jet type thing.
Yeah. I like I like Slingshot too. I mean they have pretty cool names, I guess.
They do. But Air Raid's my favorite in terms of names.
Yeah,
I like Alpha Bravo.
Yeah. Well, who doesn't? I mean, like I just took him out of the poll because like it's just unfair, you know. Like nobody ever would pick anybody else other than.
Well,
Alpha
I like.
Bravo.
Yeah, well, I mean, the thing is like you can't go back to the Diaclone original.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like the Alpha Bravo Diaclone original. You know, I like it's unfair to the G1, really.
Exactly. So.
This looks fucking perfect.
It does. I cannot wait.
I think every combiner should have an Alpha Bravo. Just gonna put that out there. Everyone Alpha Bravo. Yeah, it looks beautiful. It's shiny. It's really historic. It's like a I don't know if it's good as their Motormaster. I think aren't they putting out Silverbolt first, just like they did Motormaster?
That was the first one they showed, but I don't know anymore.
Huh.
I'll tell you, I do think that Zeta pulled off the jet mode a bit better. But like, who gives a shit? You know what I mean? Like, I mean, honestly, like, who gives a shit?
Somebody does, Bubby.
Yeah, I plan on keeping my Zeta for combined mode. I just want these for the bot modes, but these look fucking perfect in bot mode.
The Zeta ones, the bot modes are. I mean, they look fine, but they have some issues, especially with tabbing stuff in and everything. But this one just it's just a picture also. I mean, I could be wrong when it comes out, but it just looks more. It looks built better.
Well, there's no doubt this will be built better.
I mean, it just looks like it just looks like it stays together.
The Zeta stuff, you gotta think about it. Those Zeta limbs were $60 a piece.
That's true. These will be what, 120? So
I would say 100 to 120, somewhere in that pocket.
Yeah.
Pre-order on them, I think, is $104.99.
There you go.
Okay, that's not bad. It's only $40 more. I mean, Zeta could have.
Yeah, but I'm saying it's $40 less.
But the combined mode, Zeta, come on, they knock it out with the combined mode.
Yeah, I don't have any complaints with Zeta's Superion.
So are you getting these?
Yeah, I'm getting these for robot mode. I don't really give a fuck about Superion. Like, I kind of have him for the same reason I have Grapple. Like, I don't really give a fuck about Grapple. It's just like, you gotta get them all.
You should give a fuck about it. Come on, man.
But, like, I don't think I'll suffer from like, if FansToys did a Devastator, like, I'll really have to think about, do I want 2 FansToys modes for this? But, like, I don't think I'm going to wrestle with that as much with Superion. But who knows? You never know.
You would replace Constructor?
That's what I'm saying. It's like, like, my initial plan would be, well, just get the Devastator for bot mode.
Okay.
Because I have a stronger connection to Devastator, it would be tempting to get a bot mode and a combined mode if it looked the shit,
Okay, gotcha.
Whereas with Superion, Defensor, Combitron, like, I never really connected with those characters when I was a kid. So, like, just having one representation of them in bot mode and one representation of them in combined mode, like, I'm cool in the gang.
Okay. You would think, since you're a big Stunticon fan, that you would like, you would have a tie-in with the area bots because they were kind of fighting each other all the time. So.
Yeah, but honestly, my tie-in is more to the Combaticons because of the Stunticons.
Really?
Yeah, because the Stunticons beat the shit out of Bruticus.
Oh, that was a cheap shot. It was a sucker punch. Come on now,
Bruticus definitely looked up and watched him.
Oh,
it's not
he didn't have time.
Dude, if he didn't have time, then
in a fair fight, Bruticus would beat the shit out of Minosaurus.
No, not when Minosaurus punching him. Not when Minosaurus punching him one time and he just explodes into a crater.
Bubby, come on now, Bubby.
We've never seen that sort of. Honestly, we've never seen that sort of power from any combiner.
Because he jumped like from 100 feet up off a damn rock. I mean, a mountain.
No, it's because of inconsistent writing. Is what it's for.
That's true. That's true. But I'm just saying. I'm saying in a fair fight, straight up, Bruticus would whoop the shit out of Minosaurus.
Dude, Bruticus saw him coming a mile away.
Fuck Minosaurus. I'm selling my FansToys shit now just because of you.
You should, dude. You should sacrifice your own collection to prove a point.
I should. I will. Because I'm that good. God damn it.
But this looks fantastic.
Yeah, it does.
Yep. Totally in.
Let's see what else we got. FansToys Sheridan.
I'm sorry for this guy.
This looks great as well.
So I feel like Phoenix caused something here because they're like,
I'll be right back.
You guys don't like how he looks without the paint? Boom, metallic paint on everything.
Everything. Yeah.
Like, I do feel like perhaps we could have painted him, but maybe not so metallic because, like, he's a tank. I don't know. It's just my feelings.
Well, the only issue I have with the metallic paint is, it's easy to scratch. and it, and to flake off too. Like, I don't know about flake off, but it's easy to scratch. Look at Megatron and everything. So that's the only thing I'm worried about. Transforming this guy. And FansToys is not known for their transformations, so this might be a harder transformation, and then you have that paint, all getting all scratched up. So I see a lot of people, this comes in bot mode, not even transforming him and just leaving him like that because the paint is going to be so good that you don't want to scratch it up.
Dude, I don't think most people transform him anyway.
No, that's true. I'm saying, with paint jobs like this, like in Inferno, and all stuff and everything, you don't, once they come in bot mode, you're like, thank God, I don't have to transform the thing. And so you won't scratch up the paint.
But, I feel like the paint scratching is often over-exaggerated. There's very few pieces that I feel like are just scratched all to shit after I transform it and transform it back.
Yeah, usually it's like right around a joint or something.
Yeah, it's like one spot or two spots, and you're like, fuck.
Yeah, unless you don't know how to transform something, but no. Like you said, around the joints and everything. So hopefully, it won't, be as bad. But some people that don't know how to transform stuff, they're just willy-nilly and just fucking up shit and everything. But
wish it was a hair darker.
Yes, that I agree with.
Oh, more maroon.
But it could be the lighting. Mm-hmm. Like, these are intense lights. But I do feel like this like I don't want metallic paint shit, like, shut the fuck up.
Funny thing is, as you stepped away, I said,
I've fucking had it.
Justin,
as you stepped away, I said, I kind of wish it wasn't metallic paint though, because
shut the fuck up, Justin.
I'm gonna need you to go ahead, shut the fuck up.
All right, sounds good. So
because like here's the thing is I don't want to sacrifice my new purchases to match old trash purposes.
So I understand what you're saying, but I would rather it have maroon paint than have metallic paint because it's a freaking tank. Like
what about if it was maroon metallic?
No, I don't want metallic.
See, I'll compromise with you on the maroon metallic.
Like I don't even like people who go out and paint their cars with metallic paints because to me that looks like some circus shit that they pulled up in a 18-wheeler outside there. Like it doesn't look right,
But don't you think that Quietus looks more striking than?
But that's not a tank though. A tank you would think it's more.
Sure, but don't you think that Quietus looks more striking than Inferno?
I do, but at the same time, Inferno is sitting next to like the other cars who are painted the same way. Like I don't like now we have this all metallic. Like honestly, like the whoever it is, Bad Cube. Like if you gave that a coat of paint, like it looks fine next to the like not that Warpath is made right or anything like that, but like the look of Warpath with a flatter type paint job, it fits in with the vehicles he's next to.
I don't know, man. I feel like I understand your perspective, but I just feel like it's like I just got ridiculed recently on Nerd Rage for always making food comparisons, so I'm gonna keep going with it. I feel like you're having a party and you're catering it with Chick-fil-A, right? But then you went to like the finest bakery in Philadelphia to make the cake, and then people were complaining that the cake is too nice because it was Chick-fil-A chicken. That's what that's what it feels like to me.
So let me throw you my own analogy. I throw, let's say a Skullfest every single year. And every single year, I make these amazing macaroni and cheese
sampling,
right? Mm-hmm. And I make this amazing macaroni and cheese every single year. I'm
familiar.
And then I have a party this one year, and I'm like, I went and bought this high quality mac and cheese from this very famous restaurant. It's like, that's fine and all, but I am used to having it the awesome way, I don't need it to be super fancy and metallic in this case, because everything else is.
Yeah, but metallic paint is kind of what they do.
No, it's not. Look at
Yes, it
like
is.
Masterpiece Prowl. That's not a metallic
No.
paint.
It's kind of what
FansToys.
FansToys does.
Look at Galvatron.
I don't know. But see,
Look at
I think,
Galvatron. Look at Quietus. Look at Lupus.
But
look at
I agree with you with those characters, but none of them are real vehicles or anything like that. And that's where my problem lies with this, is that he's a tank. Yes,
what about the blaster? What about the KFC blaster? Do you prefer like the red plastic one over the metallic?
I actually wish that there was a red blaster with paint versus the metallic version. Yeah.
So let me ask you, if that wasn't an option, like, because KFC gave you the option of a metallic painted blaster or red plastic blaster.
I would take the red plastic probably.
Do you have a blaster?
I do.
Which one do you have?
Whichever one came out first. So.
The metallic one.
Yeah, but I didn't get the option of both of them on the day they came out. You know what I'm saying? So I'm not. It's not worth trading.
It's for the
up
better.
for me.
And it's for the better, Justin, because you're the better looking one.
Is it?
It's 100% the better looking one.
I don't know about that.
A tank should not be shiny.
Yeah, I really. I just.
How many tanks have you built?
I can't stand behind that.
5. What are you talking about? I build model tanks all the time, man.
I don't know. I'll take the metallic any day. I just think it looks better.
Well,
like,
I think the
it's
next
like
character is going to prove you way wrong on that one.
MP Soundwave has that metallic flecked plastic,
but
and it
he's
looks
not
better.
covered in metallic paint. There's a difference.
Yeah, but he might as well be. It's the cheaper route.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't agree with you.
It's all right. Bobby wears sparkly jeans. It's okay.
No, I don't.
Yeah,
no, I don't.
You like sparkly stuff like this? You like sparkly jeans?
Nope. And actually, sparkly jeans usually set my spider sense off.
Really?
Don't come. Yep. If you're all bedazzled on your jeans.
Oh, I'm bedazzling the shit out of my jeans next time I see you.
Dude, that's a lot. First of all, it's gonna be a lot of bedazzling. Secondly, I'm gonna.
That's true.
You're gonna be bedazzled. I'm gonna be befuddled.
Good. I hope so. You're making a fat joke too, and it was subtle. It was a subtle fat joke. So that's fine. That's all right. You guys have a big forehead, so it's okay.
Dude, I was just talking about. We were talking about on Nerd Rage. The possibility. I know DC said it's not the case, but of James Patterson, whatever his name is, the Twilight guy, being Batman.
Favorite one, man.
Yeah, and I don't care. Like my thing is like, dude, I rode the train of saying that Heath Ledger was the worst decision they could possibly make, and I learned how to eat my words back then. So like I give everybody the benefit of the doubt. But Adam was saying how he has like the right facial structure for it, and then I was like, does he though? I feel like his forehead is way big and his chin is way small. He looks like a guitar pick.
I have to go look now and see if it looks like a carpet.
So, FansToys Hunk, which is wild.
Hunk of burning love.
But yeah, now I think this color, once again, just like the Warpath, like Greg said, it's just a shade too light. But it's also under this.
Way more than a shade.
Well,
I want this one in maroon too.
So like if you look at the Sunbow picture, right, it's way too light. But if you look at the G1 cartoon,
I'm taking the Sunbow right out of it, just because, and the cartoon, because neither of those are metallic. Flat colors, Bobby.
Neither was Galvatron.
Black curry.
Don't care. I'm supporting my argument.
Sparkly jeans.
But the shit.
Sparkle jeans.
And here's the other thing. Like, all right, so let's play devil's advocate for just a minute. FansToys put out that Skyfire that was painted, right? But it didn't have that like real metallic look to it, and everybody complained about it. And so they're like, all right, well, metallic paint, maybe that's what they want. And now everybody's complaining about that.
Because
you know what? The people complaining ain't buying this shit anyways.
Well, Justin is. That's why I'm actually enjoying this debate.
Oh yeah, I'm definitely all over these. Like, even though I hate the paint on both of them, I'm buying them both. But I can't stand the paint on them. I really can't.
I love it.
Hate it.
I love it. I wish they put a second coat on just for you.
Jesus Christ, man! Come on now.
And they needed to, and this broad needs to have some darker translucent going on, because first off, one thing that bothers the heck out of me is that I can see the shit underneath the windshield and stuff. Like, I don't like seeing that. Like, just
I don't either.
Make it like a darker blue, and then you'd also lose the fact that his headlights look like eyes that, as I believe it was Greg that put it, that have seen some shit.
Yeah, that's Robert said this guy's seen some shit, man. He's like,
do you remember the old Disney cartoon that was like all those cars in the parking lot that had like personalities?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's kind of what it reminds me of. But like, once again, man, I just like this is my thing with Fanstoys these days. It's like just marveling at the inconsistency of criticism, right? I don't feel like any other company would garner this type of criticism with these releases.
Well, let me just tell you that I'm not hypocritical in this because I had no criticisms against Phoenix, even though he was unpainted.
Not necessarily from you.
I'm just pointing out it's not me.
That's fair. That's fair. But generally, amongst the fandom, I don't feel like I've ever heard anybody say like, "Oh, look at the translucent headlights. They're the wrong color. I'm out."
Dude, look at his fucking abdomen and his thing. It's like he's a laughing robot.
Wait, where?
On the bot mode.
Oh, like the black is the mouth?
Yeah, he's like.
Would you say he's having a good belly laugh, Matt?
He is, man. He is just laughing his ass off.
Well done, Gregory.
I wish the forearms and the stripes on the legs were gray, like the color of the helmet.
Yeah, I do too, actually. I do too.
That'd be a good thing.
And I wish it was maroon. Maroon 5, in fact.
Yeah. I like it. It looks good. I'd get rid of my Bad Cube one in a heartbeat.
I mean, this is going to be the one to get.
So here's a question, though. If they come out with a Outback, you trade it, you get rid of that too? Like, part of me almost isn't sure what to do because I like Fanstoys. Like, I feel like I need some kind of differentiation between Outback and Braun, and I think maybe keeping the Bad Cube Outback and the Fanstoys Braun gives me that differentiation.
You know, I think it's funny because I think they should definitely do Outback out of this mold.
Yeah,
you know,
I mean, I feel like if you're doing it, why wouldn't you?
100%. But like at the same time, like we haven't really seen Fanstoys with the exception
I
of
was fixing to ask that same question. Do they even do retools?
Yeah, they haven't really dipped into the remold.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
like
that's true.
I was looking at my Fanstoys stuff. I'm like, yeah, I don't think they've done one retool of a figure of theirs.
They haven't done a retool. They've done actually they did do a retool. Technically, they retooled one of the reflector bots into the middle one.
Oh, well, yeah, they're together. So I'm just saying, like they've not done like you just said, like for Braun and doing Outback. They've never done that kind of thing.
But like, yeah, it's just it's going to be interesting to see if they do it. I hope they do, but like, I wonder if we'll see them because we obviously we would have seen it had they ever done the Trailbreaker, right? More than likely.
Yeah.
But like, they're so kind of on making sure that everything looks right sculpt wise that like you can't really make a bunch of sacrifices, which is what I feel like most retools tend to do.
Yeah.
So I would be very curious to see, and obviously people are going to be more forgiving of the season 3 shit than they are the season 1 shit. You know, that's just the nature of the beast. But and looking at this one picture of them together, I do, you know, I hate when they do the whole pelvis flap as like one piece, like on Warpath, like that fucking pisses me off.
Yeah, I don't like that either. I feel like why does anyone make that decision? I didn't even notice that till you said that. Like that's annoying as hell.
Yeah, that's some cheapskate shit.
Yeah, go ahead and just if you want to do it, if you want to make the whole thing movable, make it in 3 sections. That's all.
Yep, make it in 3 sections. That's all you got to do.
So, do you think that we'll see any of these releases this year?
Dude, I think we're going to see a lot this year.
Yeah.
I think this is an on year. I think they might have an on year and an off year. And like 2 years ago, we had an on year, and then we had an off year, and now we're back on an on year. Like they've already put out so much shit this year, more than anybody else. Anybody else?
Mainline stuff. But okay.
No, in terms of MP.
I know. I know.
Yeah.
This looks good. I'm really excited. I hope we get them all real soon. Like I said, I thought they would do the talking about their area bots. I thought they would actually put out their Super Bowl just like they did Motor Master, to show how it's all going to combine probably. So.
Well, the funny thing is with Motor Master, I don't think anybody even can look at that Motor Master and be like, that's exactly how it's going to combine. Like, nothing jumps out to me as obvious as like, oh, yeah, there's the arm, where the arms are going to connect.
Well, Take for Life said that, the legs are going to fold up over his head, maybe, and they're going to have, it's going to go in like Zeta does and go into a part forming kind of thing.
Yeah, somebody has done it. Like, we've seen pictures of it where he's like folded up in a box.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Take for Life did it.
And somebody's done it before him as well. Like, yeah, like when it first came out, there was a picture that circulated. But like, perfect.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Oh yeah, I want that. I need that. I want parts forming for my combiners. From now on, if you don't parts form for your combiner, I'm not giving you my money because I don't want that floppy shit like TFC does. I don't want that.
Except I might take a risk on that Zeta Predaking. I might take a risk.
I think that's still going to be parts forming.
I don't know, man. I hope it is.
Why would they stray away from that?
Because of the fucking crybabies, man.
Man, fuck those guys. They're not even buying the shit anyways.
That's my point. Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, if they go away from parts forming, that's going to be a bad move for Zeta. I really do. I mean, I don't want a floppy shit. In 6 months from now, it's not going to be worth shit. It's whatever. But yeah, parts forming.
I was because like the name of that Zeta Toys Predaking is called Beast King. So like I Googled it today and like a prototype image came up and I was like, what the fuck? But it was like that old shit that like was non-transforming. Do you remember that was supposed to come out like forever ago? They had like a Defensor and a
they did a Devastator, didn't they?
Yeah, but like I just saw like the little thumbnail and I was like, like the shit looks so good.
I kind of wanted those too. I had
me too.
I had the Constructor. Listen to me. I had the Devastator, and he was like my favorite Devastator for a while.
Dude, I'm tempted to get the fucking Scorponok.
Oh, the vinyl one?
Yeah, like the 22-inch one that's non-transforming.
It's not too bad.
Like as just like because like how does he scale with Metroplex and Trypticon?
I don't know about Trypticon. I think he was taller than Metroplex.
Perfect.
Which one?
Remember that non-transforming?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like just get it and be done.
Yeah, see, I like the Devastator because he had like a lot of really good clicky joints. Like he was an action figure.
Yeah, he was fun. He makes you realize how kind of silly the G1 cartoon looked of him, but he was fun. And the swappable hands and stuff. And
he said pew pew when he pressed his gun.
Nice.
Oh, did it?
Pew.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
I want to get it now because it's good.
I regret getting rid of it.
You got rid of it?
Yeah, I was making some space at work. That was before I got extra shelves. And somebody really wanted it, so... And yeah, now I can't find another one.
Oh, for the people.
So then we have a couple questions. Oh, go ahead, Greg.
I was just saying, I watched all three of those movies back to back the other day.
I watched them last year with Jaina, like for the first time, and like I'll never forget, dude. Like at the end of Batman Begins, I was like, "So what do you think?" And she was like, "That was a really good movie." And I was like, "I know." And she's like, "No, not like a really good comic book movie." Like a really good movie. And I was like, I know.
Yeah, I still pick shit out like from watching it again that like every time I watch those movies I always pick something else out that I didn't quite pick up on.
Yeah.
That's what I do with the Transformer movies. Alright, moving along.
At least you're honest, Matt.
What do you think is the this is from MP Collector, of course. What do you think is the primary driver behind all the negativity that can be found throughout online forums like TFW 2005 dedicated to the Transformers hobby? I realize that there are likely several factors behind all the negativity, but if you had to pick the single biggest reason, what would you say?
Money.
MP Collector. Money would be mine too, Justin.
Because it's the root of everything. Because if I spent, let's go back to Hercules. I spent my $100 of character to get all those pieces, and then the next Devastator's coming out like, well, mine's better because blah 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 blah, and then I'm just nasty about it because I don't want to admit that Toy World Constructor is drastically superior after I spent my $500 bucks.
Yeah,
$600. Yeah,
and also I think there is like you know, and Transformers is not unique, right? Like, look at Star Wars on YouTube. Like, Star Wars is lost on YouTube. Like, it has been completely taken over by, like, the hatred of it.
Let it flow.
Look at DC. You know, DC has suffered tons of hate as well. Like, there's plenty of, like, everybody kind of goes through it in their own way. But I do think that with Transformers, it is largely related to money, but I think it's also largely related to how different each iteration of the franchise is, where people are like, you know, like, I like G1. I like G1 in the movie. I like G1 the movie in season 3. I like G1 the movie season 3 in the Japanese continuation. I like, you know, like, it's like, I like Beast Wars. I like Unicron trilogy. I like Prime. I like the live action movies, and they're all so different. I think that plays a part as well, but I think, like what Justin said, like, the truth is it comes down to quality versus quantity. And if you're spending $120 on the latest Siege Wave, or $120 on one figure, like, there's an opposing theology to that.
Yeah, and the thing is, like, I mean, it's the same reason that you get the I'll wait for the KO people. It's the same reason you get the, you know, the people who are, like, you know, third party stupid and just stealing, you know, someone else's property. Like, it all comes down to the fact that, like, you know, maybe they can't afford these things. So instead of, you know, looking from a distance and being happy, they're like, no, it sucks. It's stupid. So.
And you know how I feel. You can't afford it. I believe in you, even if you don't believe in yourself.
Wow. I think, you know, just the Transformer fandom, we're just a passionate kind of group, you know, and just like any Star Wars, you know, Hot Wheels, whatever you collect, everything, you're just real passionate. And like you said, the money thing, and, you know, a lot of different conflicting, and, you know, with older generation, you know, you got the G1 and, like you said, the Beast Wars, you know, it's just different generations and everything. And we're just so passionate that we just, you know, we're spoiled. We're really spoiled. Transformer fans are really spoiled. We have so many different, you know, outlets of what we can collect, you know, mainline, third party, masterpiece, you know, whatever you want to collect. We just have so much to do. I just don't understand why we can't get along and just agree. Like, hey, I like masterpiece. Well, I don't like masterpiece. Well, that's fine.
Well, dude, and to be fair, I don't think these disagreements and this anger and hatred and the bullshit, it doesn't exist in person. I've never seen it in person.
People together? No. At TFCon, you don't ever see people fighting all the time in TFCon or anything.
So if you explore that, right? Like, it's not really a fandom issue. It's not really a franchise issue. It's an internet issue. And maybe the truth is, we're just not ready for the fucking internet. As a people.
People, you know, people get ballsy, you know, because you're behind a screen. You know, you can talk as much shit you want to behind the screen, but in person, like I said, and like you said that, you know, a lot of people talk shit to you, you know, about your reviews and everything, but you've never had any issue at TFCon, at Baltimore Con, nothing, because it's not there. At TFCon, everybody's happy. You know, you understand the fandom and everything. Everybody's there for one thing. It's just, you know, for Transformers and for the people.
And I've had people come up to my table and be like, "Man, I disagree with you about this," and we sat there and talked about it.
And that's awesome.
Exactly. Like, that's the fucking point, is to have that conversation. And they're like, "You know what, dude? I get where you're coming from. I disagree, but I get where you're." And I'm like, I get where you're coming from as well. Like, I understand. You know, I get into it often with the KO talk. You know, because, like, that is something that is weird. That might be a discussion topic for another day. But, like, why we take personal offense to criticism of the product we buy.
Yep. Yeah.
Because they're unrelated, right? Like, if you were to say, like, dude, your lawnmower is trash, I'd be like, whatever, man, it cuts the grass.
Yeah, that's all it needs to do.
You know, like
what else you wanted to do? You want to sing to me or something?
Yeah, I can't hook my Bluetooth up to it, but it cuts the grass just fine. You know, that there is a strange thing with that might be worth exploring on another day.
Well, you've also said, like, you know, people take things a different way on the internet. That's why you like making phone calls, because if you're texting somebody could take it the wrong way, and you don't mean it that way.
Yeah.
But if you talk it out on the phone, you can actually converse what you're really trying to say without texting. Because I've got me and my wife, I've said stuff to her and she said stuff to me during text, and I'm like, that didn't make no sense. Why are you being like that? And then we talk about it, and it's like, oh, okay, now I see it from your point of view, not just from a text message.
Because text message, you can't pick up on the nuance. You can't pick up on the tone. You can't pick up on the... Yeah, you can't pick up on that. It's just how you read it and then project what you're feeling onto it. Shout out to TM Reviews. He hit me up recently.
Good dude.
Yeah, very good dude. He hit me up recently and was like, man, I wish that day that we had that conversation about blackface. Do you remember?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
He hit me up and he's like, man, I wish you guys wouldn't go outside of the realm of toys, because that conversation, it bothered me, and now I have to carry that. And I was like, well, why did it bother you? And he was like, this. And I was like, man, I don't feel like you understood what I was saying. Boom, hit him with my number, and we got on the phone. And we talked about it. And we and as I was talking to him, I was learning things. And as he was talking to me, he was learning things. And we were able to come to a mutual understanding and respect. And that's the beauty of fucking being human. Mm-hmm. Hopefully you had these views and you exchange views and you exchange ideas and you grow, you change, you evolve. And honestly, one of the things he said is that he was like, one of the things that bothered me the most was you were like, a lot of things that are kind of seen as racism are often classism. And I do think that to some extent, not totally, but to some extent. But it's funny, I just went back and listened to it recently, that episode, it's just been in my queue waiting for me to check out. And that's not even what I said. What I said was, oftentimes white privilege is disguised as classism. So he was upset, or not upset, I don't want to say upset, but he was, he felt a way about something, but he projected what he thought the meaning was onto it. I think we all do that. With dangerous topics, we bring so much baggage and luggage to that conversation without having a heart-to-heart, man-to-man, or man-to-woman, or woman-to-woman, or whatever. Hopefully face-to-face, but at the very least voice-to-ear. Without having that conversation, so much can get lost.
Yep, absolutely.
Yeah. So the next one's from Calum. Shout out to Calum. He'll be down here. Dude, Matt, I know you're not coming to Skullfest, but can I tell you something?
What?
I think T2RX6 is spending the night.
It's possible.
What?
And I got to tell you
something.
Well,
now I got to come, man.
I got to tell you something. I haven't seen T2RX6 cut loose in a very long time. And I am looking forward to it. I'm going to make him get out there and dance.
Well, you already marked me off of the guest list, so I can't come now. So
you can always, Paul, or so to speak, you can always come. Hey, SCU crew, was wondering if anyone had a certain character or toy that holds a special place in your nostalgia for being elusive or mysterious, and if so, does that affect your buying choices today? By that, I mean either a toy that was super rare back in the day and you only heard about it via whispers around the swings, or a toy that someone you knew had but you yourself could never get. I think one of the obvious ones would be Jetfire due to the drama surrounding his original release. It was very rare. It was very rare to come across one when I grew up, and if anything, it was some rich kid that had it. Because of its elusiveness growing up, if anything Jetfire related gets released now, I perk up like I'm in on some big secret. Are there any others that might be common, but due to circumstances growing up, hold that level of mystique? My second choice, oddly enough, is Thundercracker. I had Starscream and Skywarp as a kid, but never could get Thundercracker. I knew people who had one and did see it as a kid and never actually owned one, so today I tend to buy Thundercracker just to make sure I have it. Bit of a random question, but curious to hear what you guys have to say. Thanks, Caleb. Caleb's a fucking outstanding dude. And I'll be talking to Caleb on Friday, as fate would have it. So the one that comes immediately to mind, there's two. Yak Face for the original 3 3/4 line of Star Wars. It was the one that you heard existed, you saw it on the back of the card, but you never actually saw one for yourself. So now whenever a Yak Face comes out, I'm like, I need to have it. I have the fucking one that came with the barge, and it goes for a couple $100, and I don't really need it, but in my mind I'm like, but if you let it go now, you'll never see one again. And oddly enough, the other one that for me is the blank from the Dick Tracy toy line. I never saw it. I knew it was a thing, but I never actually saw it. And it had something to do with Madonna signing off on it. So there was like only one per pallet. Not one per case. One per pallet of the Dick Tracy toy line. So that's one that, like, I've to this day, I've never seen it in real life. I don't even know if that shit is true, the one per pallet. It may have just never actually fucking been made. But it was on the back of the card, and I never saw it. So, like, it's one of those things I always keep my eye out for. Hey, baby.
Hey.
Hey, yourself, baby.
Now it's Jaina.
Oh, thought we were cutting these already.
The blank did exist because I saw one at Kmart one time. Nice. I'm pretty sure.
Nice.
Fucking Kmart, man. I can't think of anything. I mean, one of mine was when I was growing, or when I started collecting, when I got into collecting really big in early 2000, was the eHobby Clear Starscream. I always saw it. I always saw it on eBay. I never really saw it in person until like at a BotCon, one of my BotCons I went to. I finally saw it, and I was like, oh, Starscream's my favorite character, and I just always wanted that G1 Clear Starscream, and I finally found it, and I bought it, and I snatched it up, and I got there was a black repaint also, and I picked that up too. So I guess that's one of mine. I guess that counts.
Yeah. Justin?
So mine isn't even like a rare thing. I wouldn't say. Like, I mean, I guess it's a little rare, but for me, it was all about the snake eyes with the like knight's armor visor. I think that's like the second snake eyes. Like, cause I had never seen that as a kid, but like growing up watching G.I. Joe, like that's the snake eyes that you wanted. But like, I had like every snake eyes that came out. Except that one. I think I may have even had the original Snake Eyes, but not the one with the armor visor thing. And I'm like, come on, the one that's in the cartoon I can't find anywhere.
Right.
Like,
right.
Yeah. So I don't know. I think my cousin had both of them, and he was older than I was. He's also the one that had like Devastator and all that. And never let me look at it. So it's kind of like one of those things that it was a mythical thing. Like, no, these don't exist in the United States because he lived in Canada. So, I don't know.
And Greg?
There wasn't really anything I can think of. Merman was one for me because I didn't get it the one time I saw one. I never saw another one for He-Man.
Yeah.
I guess Scorponok, I just always wanted one, but I never got it. For me, the toys that the other kids claimed they had,
right,
were more of the ones like Mega Supreme, Quintessons, not Omega Supreme, but Unicron and Quintessons, and it's at home. I can't bring it to school.
Oh yeah,
yeah, dude. Not that it's the same, but like the one that always springs to mind is like I don't think Ace Duck was ever in a Ninja Turtles episode. I could be wrong. But there was guys that used to say, I saw Ace Duck in an episode. I have it recorded, but I can't bring the VHS. My dad won't let me.
Those VHSs were so expensive.
Y'all remember Show and Tell? Did you ever have Show and Tell as a kid?
Of course.
Oh, man, I loved taking Transformers to Show and Tell. It was always awesome, man.
Do you have any super embarrassing memories about Show and Tell?
I don't.
I have this one, dude, and like every now and then when I think about it, I get like super hot inside.
Ooh,
you know what I'm talking about? Like, what you feel like your body temperature rise.
Oh yeah.
They were like saying like it was like it wasn't a show and tell proper, but it was like what do you like it was like first day of school and it was like what did you do or what did you last day of school? It was last day of school and it was what did you want to do this summer?
Oh, okay.
And I said I wanted to learn Huttese because I thought it was a real language.
Did somebody point out that it wasn't?
No, nobody pointed, but it wasn't until years later because I acted like it was a real language, just because I thought it was.
Oh,
I was like,
well, they didn't know.
Yeah, they didn't know, but in my mind, like years later, I'm like, they're all sitting around thinking, that dumb motherfucker, he didn't even
He had a big forehead.
All right, so last question. This is from Gareth. Now, I need to make a quick amendment. Last week, I started talking about Garrett from Toy Detox, which is different from Gareth, but similar. You know what I mean?
It's not quite the same as Gary.
Yeah, it's not. But it's very different from Gary. But so Gareth, I actually wasn't talking to you. I was talking to Garrett, and I thought Garrett sent that long ass question, but you can see how the confusion set in. But shout out to Gareth. Gareth, I still stand by my words. Fucking talk more, man. Hey folks, sorry for the dissertation length question last time. Quick one this time. What do you each see as the best and worst figures ever from the following companies? Oh, this is long. We might have to do this another day. Or maybe we can do a few. We'll start. I tell you what. We'll start with it's 8:51. We're gonna run till 9. We'll start now. We'll stop when we're done. So Bad Cube, best figure. I'm gonna say Sun Surge.
I agree.
I am going to say they're Huffer 2.0.
Oh, that's a good choice.
Yeah.
Greg.
I'd say Huffer.
All right. Worst figure.
I changed mine Huffer too. Sorry.
Oh, you fucking switch sides.
No, it's funny. Okay, Sun Surge is really good. I mean, if the Masterpiece when it came out, Sun Surge would have been just fine.
Worst figure for Bad Cube, I'm going to say they're Huffer 1.0.
I think that was badly Tolerance, but I wouldn't give that as their worst figure. Let me think about that for a second.
We've been disagreeing all night, Justin.
I'll say Warpath.
Warpath had a bitch of a transformation, but both modes were pretty cool.
Yeah. It's okay. I don't. God dang.
That's fine.
I don't know how even.
You said what you said, Greg.
Even though it's technically not Bad Cube, I would agree with the Huffer version 1. That was the first figure I opened.
I never had that one. So.
Oh, what did I do?
Right.
I'm gonna go with Swerving Gears.
Both?
Yes.
What if you had to pick one over the other?
Gears was pretty good.
Swerve.
I would say this. Swerve was my second choice.
I like Gears. Gears was really good.
DX9. Best figure, I'm going to go with Power Glide.
Ooh. I'm going Carrie.
Justin?
I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to go with Power Glide also. Just well done.
Greg?
I'd say Power Glide or Mitron.
Yeah, that Mitron was good too.
Well, which one's Mitron?
That was the Megatron. The only issue I had with that was plugging that barrel in at the last step and then getting it unplugged. But yeah. Worst figure, I'm gonna go with. They've had pretty solid releases. I'm gonna go with their Mirage, just because I think they've had pretty solid releases, and it's the first one that came to my mind. Actually, you know what? I'll go with Crasher.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that too, because it wasn't even a good repaint of the character. It's just like, here it is. It's a race car.
Yeah.
I'd have to say Mirage.
Greg?
That wreck car they did.
Yeah, that was in the running for me as well. FansToys. Best figure. Oof.
Mine's Galvatron.
If I was to say like all around best figure from FansToys, I'd probably have to go with their Sludge.
Yeah, I'm between Sludge and Snarl, I think. Just because, like, I think the way they did the Dinobots was just, it like set the stage for me. So
agreed.
Even though there's been really great releases after, it's like those two are like, when I think FansToys, those are kind of what I'm thinking.
Greg?
Sludge is Stomp, right?
Yeah.
All right, I'll go with Stomp.
Cool. Worst FansToys release, I will go with, of course, Lupus. Matt?
Worst. I don't know. I can't think of anything. I love Lupus. I don't know, you're crazy.
Justin?
That's a tough one because I don't know. They're all pretty good. I guess I'd have to go with Lupus because I feel like it's like the weakest of them. It's either between that and Perceptor, and like there's nothing technically wrong with Perceptor. It's just that like
it's
not that interesting.
I have to go with Perceptor too. I have to go with Perceptor, probably the worst.
Greg?
I'd say Rouge.
Rouge, yeah. I think that's a valid point. That was on my short list as well. MMC reformatted.
Oh, you skipped Make Toys.
Oh shit, Make Toys. Best figure from Make Toys. Ooh, that's a hard one. I probably have to go with their Swerve.
I'm gonna go with their Starscream, I think.
Yeah, me too.
Greg?
I don't remember their Swerve.
Like there was the little Legends, like IDW
Oh
Swerve.
yeah,
he was a fun little figure.
Yeah.
I like their Starscream. I'm gonna say the Starscream.
Worst figure. I'm gonna go with their
filler plates for their Seekers.
I'm gonna go. I think I'm gonna go with their they did that Power Master Prime upgrade set.
Yeah, they had the. It was like kind of like Legends, but kind of.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with that. But I think that's even solid. I think they make a good product, but I'm gonna go with that.
I'm gonna go with the Buster Cross Dimension, Jetfire.
Yeah, I hear you there.
Wow.
Because and you know why? It's not because technically it's not good. It's because it doesn't look like Jetfire, and they should just focus on the stuff that, like, they're good at. Like they're good at a lot of things. Like,
yeah.
I don't know why you're going off to do your own thing now.
What say you, Matt?
I can't think of a bad Make Toys. Y'all are off y'all's top of head, man. God damn. Go, Greg, I guess.
I can't really think of a bad Make Toys figure. I'm sure there is one.
Actually, what was that evil Prime looking thing? It was from the comics. It was like
Toys?
Yeah, it was like a Paladin, or not Paladin, but it was
Nova Prime.
No, it was like black.
God damn, what's his name?
The Fallen.
Yes, the Fallen. I'm gonna go with that one. That's gonna be my choice. I feel better about that.
Yeah, I guess up to today's standards, I guess I could say. Even though I did kind of like that figure, but yeah, Power Core Combiners, yeah.
Let's try to do these real quick. So MMC Ocular Max. I think I have to give it to Mirage.
The best? Yeah, I think so too.
Matt?
Ocular Max? Yeah, that Mirage is good. Yeah, I'll go Mirage too.
Greg?
I'd go Mirage just on looks.
And worst?
Cosmos.
Yep, Cosmos.
I don't even have Cosmos, so I guess Cosmos.
Greg?
I'd say Cosmos or Trailbreaker.
Yeah, I think those are both valid. KFC. That's
Jesus Christ.
So the best KFC release is
chicken. Oh, sorry, wrong KFC.
Yeah, chicken is good though.
It might. Oh, that's hard because they've got some good ones. I think I'm gonna go with Blaster.
I am gonna go with. It's hypocritical given the earlier statements in the show, but it's the Victory Leo. Because, and let me reason that. Not that I care about Victory Saber and stuff like that, but the fact that they figured out how to make a very competent robot, a very competent lion mode, and then still actually get it to attach to an existing toy. Like, to me, that was the step up for KFC.
Yeah. I'm not mad at that answer.
All doing it with top grade hardware too.
Mm-hmm.
Matt?
I'd have to say probably the Rekgar. I love the Rekgar.
Okay, I'm not mad at that either. Greg?
Yeah, I'd say Rekgar or Victory Leo. It's a tie.
Their worst release, I'm gonna say.
All the combiners. All the combiners.
They haven't done any combiners.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's TFC. My bad.
I mean, there's so many to choose from, but
Oh wait, that's X-Trans bot. Same thing, but whatever.
yeah, I think I'm gonna say they're Squawk Talk and Beast Box.
Oh God, yeah.
Oh yeah, their tapes, all their tapes.
I don't even think the Squawk Talk and Beast Box
or their
one's the
Slam
worst.
Dance and
Yeah, the Slam Dance.
yeah,
And,
I'll give those two a tie for first place for worst. They were both trash.
Oh, actually, can I redo my best one? I completely forgot this was them.
Yeah.
Their Reflector.
Okay.
It's my favorite.
What about their worst, Greg? While we're there.
2011 to 2015.
Fair enough. Matt.
Their tapes that the Overkill and whatever.
Yeah, that's fucking
you could almost pick any of their tapes. Like I've got their Wham horn here.
Eject and Rewind were pretty good.
Yeah, they're fine. The Ram horn, he's okay. The
all the rest.
Steel Jaw, he's trash.
All the rest are trash.
Yeah.
X-Trans bots. I'm gonna say their best release is probably Crack Rock.
I'm trying to think what I have. I'm gonna give it to their Trailbreaker or Hoist.
Hoist, yeah, I think that's a good answer.
I'll give their Cosmos.
Oh,
that's a good one too, Matt. That's a good one.
Yeah, I might switch over to their Cosmos.
That's when they started the upward swing.
Yeah, you might have me there.
Yeah, I think you're right, Matt. I'm doubling back.
Yep, me too. Greg?
Cosmos.
Worst
Ollie.
X-Trans bot. Yeah, Ollie.
Before anything, before Cosmos.
Yeah,
probably Ollie. Ollie's probably
those oh goddamn, what are their names? The mini bots they did. God, I can't think of their names.
Who had the
Wind
Salmon?
Charger and what's the other one?
They're not worse than Ollie.
No, but they're pretty bad too.
I don't know, man. I don't think they're terrible. Like the feet suck.
Yeah.
I think that like
They're not worse than Ollie. They're definitely not. But they are the epitome of the cheaply made X-Trans bots with like screws falling out and
the male female pin they used for a while.
Yeah.
What about you, Greg?
Huffer and Pipes.
Oh yeah, that I still have the pipes.
I still have pipes.
My pipes. But yeah, I hear you. Unique Toys. Their best one for me is probably Lockdown.
Which one? Wait, which one? Lockdown.
The movie Lockdown.
Oh, yeah, that's a good one. Damn. I was gonna either say that or the little headmaster, the little Legends headmasters.
Yeah, their Legends are good too, but I'd probably have to go with their Lockdown.
Yeah, the Lockdown is beautiful.
I'm stuck with Unique Toys because I'm not really sure who to pick for that. Like, I want to say Abominus because it's the only Abominus I have. But I don't know if it's true. But I'm also having a hard time figuring out anything else Unique Toys that's in my collection. I'm like, yeah, I'm glad I own that. You know?
Right. What about you, Greg?
Best, I think they're Bruticus.
All right. And worst, I would say they're Blast Off and Vortex tie for first place for me.
God damn, bad Unique Toys. I can't think of anything offhand. I never got there. I got two of their Bruticus things, but it was the Swindle and Brawl, and they were fine.
Yeah.
I think I'm gonna give it to Chigurh.
That was DX9. That was DX9.
Yeah. Okay, take it back then. I'll give it to Sworder then.
Dude, good choice.
Which one's Sworder?
Sandstorm.
Oh, okay. Oh, the hot dog machine? Hot dog mobile?
I'm sticking with my answer, but that's a good choice. Greg.
They're Predaking.
Oh, I forgot all about that. Yeah, that's probably the right answer. Takara Masterpiece. Their best figure, I think, is Soundwave. Yeah. Justin?
I think that's fair. I don't know. I think it's fair.
Matt?
Yeah.
It'd either be Soundwave or Sunstreaker.
Greg?
I'd say Soundwave from the before times and the Inferno mold from the new times.
That's decent.
Nice.
Worst, I'd probably say Trax. Justin?
Worst? I don't know. That one's tough. Pass on me for a second.
Okay, Matt?
Takara does not have a worst. No. I'd have to say probably Trax, probably.
Greg?
Yeah, I can. If we're just doing Takara, I can say Trax.
And back to Justin.
Hot Rod. I just feel like there's too much.
Yeah, no,
that's
another problematic one. Yeah, and that'll do it. We got all the questions in, boys. Let's wrap it up.
Hooray!
We need new questions. Anybody want to send them? Send them to us.
shatteredcastonline@gmail.com.
And good night, folks.
Shoutouts to Cool Table Network, ROC, Legends Around, Toy Detox, Plastic Fanatics, Spirit Vultures, Nerd Rage Radio, and Wigs.
And my personal favorite, the well-established gentleman's show, Stasis Lock.
At Real Robot, at Fear Corpse.
I am Ratchet.
Third Party TF Crashers, and Open Your Toys Podcast.
This podcast is intended for mature audiences only. Its sole purpose is entertainment. If it doesn't fit with your sensitive sensibilities, please feel free to turn it off now.
Shut the fuck up, Chip!